Recording. Great. So welcome to Stress, Anxiety and Immune Boosting with Essential Oils. This is a class that we're recording for anybody that can't make it this morning. I'm recording this session from Anglesey in North Wales, and also on the call is my sister Sarah and also our beautiful friend dear heart Sarah, who is joining us from Cornwall. So we've got a really wonderful mix. So let's dive in. And I've made this really simple presentation just to keep me on track. I thought it would be really nice to go through things that create a lifestyle to release stress and reduce stress. So filling our life with things that make us feel at peace, and peace starts within. So all of these things I've listed here really are about boosting our inner peace, our inner balance, and I'm sure there's many more that you could add to this list. These are the ones that I know that myself and the people that I'm great friends with really enjoy these ones. So you don't need me to tell you these, you know what they are. And I think that life sometimes can get really stressful depending on what's going on, and many of us, or in fact all of us, have had such a stressful year, and we can all relate to each other about that because it's been just so unknown and there's just been so much going on, and it starts to affect our bodies and the way that we are living each day. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about what stress does. And stress is a way that we respond to things that are overwhelming. So just like I said, throughout this year with lockdown, and on top of that there'll be many other things, whether it's work related, family related, all of these things can cause overwhelm, and the body's way of responding to this can come out in many different ways. So first of all, it starts in the nervous system. The nervous system reacts, and then various parts of the brain, the adrenal glands, and also another part of the nervous system work together to send out hormones like cortisol and adrenaline into the bloodstream. And then these hormones go and they send messages to say, stop any unimportant, unnecessary activities. So like the digestion and the reproductive system, the immune system. And they say, everybody, all hands on deck to go and support the brain and the heart function. We need these two supported in as many ways as we can. So everything else has to just be left and go and focus on these two functions. And that's great in that moment, but if we keep going again and again and again and again in this way, then the other systems in the body start to get ignored, and it turns and shows up in the body in different ways, and we've all experienced it, especially this year. So how can essential oils help? So they're really quite incredible at helping us to reprogram our response to stress. So for example, when we inhale citrus oils, they help the cells to come back to their normal state. And what can happen when we become stressed is the cells in the body become really hardened, and the membrane around the cell becomes hard, and it's really difficult for any nutrients to get in and any toxins to come out. So when we use the essential oils, it helps the cell membrane and the cell come back to its normal state, so they can do that exchange of nutrients and waste. And you can imagine if you're feeling all stressed and tense, it's very difficult to let anything in and let anything out. So that essential oil can just really help us to soften and let that take place. So yeah, they're just incredible. So on the cellular level, when we go into fight or flight, and the essential oil can help us to interrupt that. So it's about learning in those moments when, or recognizing what makes us stressed, and to get in there before we get stressed. And maybe it's that we've already been through that stressful situation, and it's learning and relearning how to bring the essential oils in to bring us balance. So there's two ways there. There's recognizing situations that make us stressed and using the oils before that, or noticing when we're starting to feel stressed and reaching for the oils. And there's many essential oils that can help us to interrupt this unhealthy stress response, and further prevent any unhealthy negative results. So it can lead to disruption in digestive system, it can be anxiety, it can really deteriorate our mental well-being and also our immune system. So the essential oils can help us in that way to come in and start to build healthy responses to stress. So we can really support ourselves in those moments. And it's life, we're going to get them day in and day out. And it's relearning and creating that habit to use the oils in our daily life. And there's times in our lives when we are out of our normal routine. So for example, I'm here on holiday, and it's very different to being at home when we have our standard routine of waking up and eating certain foods and putting the diffusers are all through the house. And then when you're away, it's finding that new normal and keeping those little rituals close to your daily life. So I think that's the last one I did on there. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to talk through a few yeah, can you see me on the screen? Yeah, so I'm going to talk through a few other things. So when it comes to feeling stressed and anxious and depressed, or other things are showing up from that, it's really important that you reach out to your doctor and to maybe a psychologist and get their help. Not saying that essential oils can take away from those two very important parts of your support system, but the essential oils are really wonderful in helping and supporting mental health. So what can the essential oils do? They can help us to get focused, and they can help us to reduce this feeling of stress and anxiety. And also a real big one is improving mood. It's massive. So those three things are the areas that we can use to support ourselves in stressful times. And when we are releasing stress and we're on top of that, then all of our other systems seem to be humming, like our immune system, our energy system, and we feel good when the stress is released. So I've got some oils that are really wonderful for stress and anxiety, and there's been an abundance of research showing that essential oils can help us enhance our mood and reduce stress and anxiety. And these are some of the ones that are really good. So a really nice mood booster would be bergamot and lime. They're really wonderful and very powerful, but in an uplifting way to boost your mood. And not only your mood, but if you're diffusing it, it could be the mood of everybody in your home. And then I found a really nice, quite powerful, wonderful stress bomb blend. Now, this would be best to get a bottle, an empty bottle, or one that you're near the end of, and fill it up so it's just ready to go, and call it stress bomb blend. So in that one, you put frankincense, lavender, palmarosa, which doTERRA did a palmarosa a special, so some of you may have palmarosa. If you don't have it, then you don't have to add that one. And then there's spikenard and ylang ylang. So there's 20 drops of frankincense, 20 lavender, 20 palmarosa, 10 spikenard, and 10 ylang ylang. So you can add that straight to your, add it all into a bottle, and then give it a little shake and add it into your diffuser, or maybe straight into your body oil, or inhale from the bottle, which is really nice, all of those. And just adding it to that, I can just imagine adding it to the body oil right now. It just feels so good. So yeah, they're the ones that I wrote down from there. And this is the most incredible book, the Essential Life book. If you don't have it, then get it. It is the best. And they've got a whole section in here on stress. It's wonderful. And we have all sorts of different conditions that you can look up and work out which is the best oil, and look closely into what would be good for you. In terms of the blends for doTERRA, the balance blend is amazing. This one you can place on the soles of your feet every morning. It's very grounding. And you could also put some on your heart, on the back of the neck, around here behind the ears, and maybe just apply it like you would your perfume. That would be a really nice way to use it. There's Serenity blend is one for sleep, but I sometimes use it in the daytime. It's very soothing and calming, and yeah, it's really wonderful, very soft and sweet. Then there was also, so the new blend that's come to us this year, Adaptive. It's just like chill pill in a bottle. It's so wonderful, and yeah, it just feels so futuristic in the way that it supports you and soothes you. It's lovely. I keep a rollerball bottle in our bag that we carry around with us, so we've always got that one because it's so flexible. It can boost the mood, it can ground you, it can just soothe you. It's so lovely. And again, applying that to the soles of the feet, behind the ears, on the wrists, really good. And I know Sarah uses it on her son, and I used it on my 3-year-old when he was having a bit of a tough time transitioning to a new I think it's just like a new experience, and he was finding it quite tough. So I put some on, and within moments off he went, and he was great. So those are the blends that are really good for soothing and grounding. Ones for mood boosting, I would choose Cheer. Cheer is like sunshine in a bottle and just melts away stress. It's wonderful, really, really sweet, and yeah, it's fantastic. And yeah, I'm just going to have a little look here in my book. So other ways of, the other blend is Motivate blend. That's really uplifting, and if you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, it can help just to lift you and move you along your way. That's been a really helpful one for many of us. And a great way to use the oils to help you with stress, releasing stress, is to have baths, Epsom salt baths, and applying or dripping the oils into the Epsom salts first and then popping those into the bath, and having a long soak in a hot bath with the oils is just amazing. So I've got a lovely bath blend here. Very, very simple, wild orange and lavender in the bath. And if you are thinking, oh, I haven't even got those nearby, just lavender is wonderful in the bath. So yeah, give it a go and work out how to listen for those moments when you're getting stressed. Maybe it's when you're going shopping with everything that's going on at the moment. Maybe it's when it's tea time for children, or maybe it's when you're at work and you've got so much work to get through. Then using the oils is going to help you. Putting the diffuser on and using the ones that I've been through. There's a really nice focus blend for those of you who are overwhelmed at work, and I know many of you are. So for energy and focus while you're at work, eucalyptus, frankincense, peppermint, rosemary, and sandalwood. This maybe 2 drops of each, start with that, or maybe 1 drop of each, and just add if you need a little bit more. See how it works for you. But this blend is incredible, really wonderful for sitting at your desk, and it just takes you to a different space. Instead of feeling like, how am I going to get through it? It opens up your mind, it opens up the space around you, and you can just move through it, and it feels so wonderful. It transports you to this vast open space that feels really fun and smooth to move through. So those are the 3 areas of bringing focus, reducing anxiety and stress, and also improving mood. And when all of these 3 things are working well, and it helps to keep the immune system feeling strong, because I don't know about you, but for me, when I'm feeling stressed and I can't think straight and I'm overwhelmed, then my body doesn't feel good. And helping myself to feel good is number 1. I hope you've enjoyed listening to how you can really simply use the oils to rebalance yourself, whether it's long term or in the moment. So yeah, thank you for listening, and we're here for any questions. I'm going to see you all very soon.